Hello everyone! Welcome on in to the stream. Hope everyone's doing good today. How are we all? It's time for more Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Today, we are going to be investigating as Mikotoba and Sholmes, which is cool as hell. I'm very excited. I don't know how long the investigation segment is, but that's where we left off. So let's get into it. Right. I think we need to distract him somehow. This must be a mousetrap, I think. Perhaps I could distract the crewman's attention with this somehow? Maybe? Oh. That sounds like big mouse in trap. I will bring bucket of water later and put out of misery. I don't like the sound of that. In any case, my dear fellow, that was quite unconvincing. Only Japanese mice make a chew sound. Oh really, Sholmes? And pray tell, what sound do Russian mice make? Peep peep. Naturally, though also quite unconvincing, I readily admit. So go ahead, Mikotoba, do a peep peep this time. No, thank you. I'm sure I can come up with an alternative solution. This would appear to be an alarm bell. That could do it. All hell would break loose if that thing were to ring. Oh, the whole crew would know about it. Uh-oh. Nah, set it off anyway. Here goes then. Pardon me in advance. You, what are you doing? If we were at sea, that would be very bad problem. What's going on down there? Seaman Stroganoff, report at once. Sorry, sir. Nothing to report. It was just stupid trick. No, not by me. By world famous... No, as I told you. Now, Sholmes now. Done. Not even 5 seconds, eh? He's really good at opening doors. We did know this about him. Well, don't just stand there gulping at my brilliance, Mikotoba. In we go. Oh, yes. Shoo. Nice. Very cool. Ooh. 3rd November, SS Grouse, first class cabin number 2. Good gracious. It would appear that the occupant of this cabin did indeed disembark rather hurriedly. What was that? Like pajamas? Those clothes on the floor there. They're Shaishiro's, without question. Well, they would seem we're just a little too late. Yes, by about 2 hours. Still, whilst we're here, we should investigate thoroughly. There may well be 2 hours worth of clues to find in here. But that burly crewman may return at any moment, Sholmes. Indeed he may, which makes this all the more thrilling. Ah, excitement. Alright, I see this. This immediately caught my eye. There's a speaking tube here, look. Though it's been stoppered with some cloth. So the voices of the crewmen on the bridge aren't an annoyance, I suppose. Or indeed, so that the voices in this cabin aren't heard elsewhere. Could something have happened here that was for no one else's ears, do you think? I thought that, or it could be to prevent snakes from entering. Ah, yeah, I think it's that one. Snakes are a real problem on these ships. That's really become a favorite case of yours, hasn't it? Aw, cute. Quite the exquisite glass, I must say. See here how it Is something wrong, Sholmes? You suddenly trailed off. Ice, Mikotoba, ice. What opulence the first-class passengers enjoy. Chilled drinks. And it's not melted. Just like that scene in Megamind. There's ice in the glass. Pardon? Could it be that this steamship is equipped with an electrically refrigerated cold room, do you think? Oh. Oh. I see. Well, it is a luxury liner after all. They have enormous refrigerators for storing all sorts of lavish produce as well as ice. And bodies. And dead bodies. On our voyage from Japan, we enjoyed culinary delights from all over the world. Suddenly, Mikotoba, the sight of you is Pardon? Pardon? Pardon, Sholmes? What do you mean? The sight of you is making my mouth water. Yeah, me too, Mikotoba. I haven't taken on the flavor of the food I ate, you know. According to the report I was given, Naruhodo was concealing himself in Asagi's wardrobe. Who does that? Indeed he was, and it was a similar size to this one. Ah, you must climb inside yourself, my dear fellow. What? Whatever for? It was the sight of my first fateful meeting with Mr. Naruhodo. You can experience the moment for yourself now, complete with my dramatic rhetoric. Come along now, in you go. This will only take a moment. Really, Sholmes, surely you can just tell me what you said. But where's the fun in that? Well, I utter some brilliant remark and open the wardrobe to reveal the stowaway murderer. I think I'll just read about it in the Adventures of Herlock Sholmes. This is the waste paper basket look. And there's still rubbish inside. Indeed? Then let us pry. I've discovered recently I have a penchant for exploring the contents of others' waste paper baskets. I sincerely hope only for your work. I am indeed Spider-Man. Hi, Spider-Man. Ah. Here we have a notice issued to passengers from 3 days ago. 3 days ago? The night before we arrived in London, then. When I was still aboard myself. Evacuation drill notice. 31st October. Following departure from the I was reading that! Oh yes, there was an excavation drill. I remember now. I was reading that. We don't even have a court record because we're not Renosuke. For our safety and security, all first-class passengers were constantly under the watchful eye of the crew. I wish we got to see Mikotoba's court record. I want to see what he thinks of everyone. So it was a welcome relief to have some privacy for once. Ah! Okay. A notice about a practice evacuation to be carried out by the crew of the SS Grouse the night before the ship arrived in Dover. It was found in Judge Jigoku's cabin. Can I actually read it? No. It's in Renosuke's court record. Alright, what's in this conspicuous chest? That's a very sizable trunk indeed. Shashiro is partial to all things large. Nice. Very good. As a rather clumsy fellow, if you failed to notice he left that behind. Perhaps he left it on purpose. It's lighter than you might think, but still a hindrance to a speedy escape. Pity. It's locked, so we can't look inside. Surely 5 seconds from now, the situation will be quite different, though. Sadly not. It has a 7-digit combination lock. Well, if only we had a court record where we could look at things. And I'm not in a morose enough mood to work through all the combinations at present. You could do that. You're not doing much else. Just kidding. That's a substantial heap of clothes on the floor. An overcoat, shirts, a dressing gown. Momohiki work trousers, a Tenzin robe, a haramaki waistband. Clearly the clothing of a Japanese man. And clearly Japanese men are unaccustomed to the culture of the wardrobe. Speaking of the wardrobe, please, Mikotoba, please get in it. I beg of you. It looks to me as if they've been thrown in a heap like that in something of a hurry. Indeed, you could help yourself to a Japanese man's shirt, perhaps? I'm sure you made mention of packing too few. I'd very likely drown in one of Shaishiro's shirts. No, I'll just buy an extras I need, I think. These are the rules of passage. Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden. Additionally, there are severe punishments for stowing away in wardrobes and or travel cases. Nice! So, this is not even the ship Renosuke was on, but they still, all of like the freaking steamships have that warning now because of him. That's hilarious. I feel the rules have increased since I last read them. Probably just my imagination. Cute. What about the fact that they're not straight on the wall? Doesn't that strike you? You may be right. Probably just your imagination, though. A trifle. And you know what I always say, Mikotoba. There is nothing important about trifles. It's probably just my imagination, but I think that might be slightly off. Plenty of reading material to keep passengers occupied on the long sea voyages. I found the mixture of classic literature and easy reading to be most satisfactory, I must say. Whoever stocked this bookcase was a hopeless heretic. There's no copy of the Adventures of Sherlock Sholmes, my dear fellows. I'm afraid it's just me, but no, you're quite right. More blasphemous than overlooking the Bible. I shall leave a copy behind. I just happen to have one with me. You're a true missionary of the Church of Great Detectives, aren't you? The wall is a slightly different color just here, don't you see? Is that where the warnings thing was before? Indeed. What you have observed arises when a frame that has been hanging for some time is removed. Perhaps your friend is an art thief. Now there's a bold deduction, worthy of a great detective, I'm sure. He may very well be the elusive thief who has been plaguing France's galleries of late. I think perhaps we should focus our attentions elsewhere, Sholmes, don't you? That outline on the wall. I feel as though I might have spotted something of a similar shape and size elsewhere. Uh-oh. You're still here. Able Seaman Stroganoff. Hello again. I was beginning to think you'd never materialize. We've been waiting for you, man. You are waiting for me? Of course. I was expecting you to burst in with a hearty Russian profanity far sooner. I was in trouble with Captain because of trick you played before. Poor innocent chicken. It is all your fault. Ship is leaving port soon. Get off. Now. Of course, we shall disembark presently, my dear fellow. But first, there is something that must be done. What are you talking about? Why, naturally. The debunking of your deceit and the bearing of the truth. Kakoi? I am afraid I see through your lies. For one thing. Ooh. Mr. Jigoku has not yet left this vessel at all. And for another, my dear Seaman Stroganoff, is he gonna be in the trunk? You know exactly where the man is, even as we speak, don't you? How can you? A good gracious, Sholmes, you mean you've worked it out? All of it? And I'm sure there's nothing wrong with it that we won't have to correct. It's really been too long, hasn't it, old friend? 10 years, no less. Aww, cute. So, would you care to join me for a dance of my inimitable logic and reasoning? Oh, Sholmes, I'd love nothing more. Cuties. Aww! Nothing would please me more. Aww, cuties. What is this? What are you doing? Stop doing that. We have but minutes until the vessel puts to sea. No games now. Cute! Time is of the essence. Mr. Stroganoff, allow me to remind you of your earlier claim. You told us that Jigoku left the ship some 2 hours ago. Duh, that is what I said. Sadly, that was a rather clumsy lie. You see, there is something in this room that quite clearly contradicts it. What? Oh, yes, of course. I see you've noted it too, Mikotoba. Then please, do take the lead. Oh, cute! Wait, this is fun! Instead of course correction, we're gonna do it together? What in this cabin shows the impossible... Oh, I was reading that. Oh, look at their little sprites! It shows the impossibility of Jigoku having disembarked 2 hours ago. Let's see what the last 3 years have done to your observational skills then, Mikotoba. It's been 10 years since we last did this show, it's not 3. Why, of course it has, quite. And now all the clues are here in this cabin for your eyes to see. But, as I always say, you must not merely look, but observe. Observe and the answers will become clear. So, impress me. Cute. I think I can manage that. Aww. Is it... It's gotta be the ice, right? Look, this glass has ice in it, you know?
Take that!
Very good. Cute! Aww. Perhaps you should have cleared away that glass. How curious that the ice shouldn't have melted despite it being abandoned 2 hours ago. It would appear that the man was here in this very cabin until moments before our arrival. With this well-chilled glass in hand. Get your mind off the refreshments, Sholmes. One might even conclude that somebody informed him of our boarding. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Stroganoff? But why would Shashira run from us? Before we consider that question, allow me to confirm one small matter. Would I be correct in saying that these first-class cabins of the SS Grouse are the same ones in which you and Mr. Jigoku were accommodated on your voyage from Japan? That's right, they are. I was in the cabin next door, and Shashira was... yes. 50 days in this very cabin during our voyage. He never left once. As I suspected, for you see, there are traces in this cabin of a dark secret that Mr. Jigoku had to hide. What traces? I know nothing about this. Oh, this is news to you, is it, Mr. Stroganoff? Sholmes, what exactly are you getting at? As I said, there are traces in this cabin of some nefarious activity. Something that appears out of place, which I'm quite sure won't have escaped your notice. Is it the rules that moved from over there to over there? something out of place in here? That's the key to this, Mikotoba. The remnants of the dark deed that took place in here are being masked by something quite incongruous. Yes, that word. I must say I didn't foresee ever doing this dance of deduction with you again, Mikotoba. No, quite, but life is full of unexpected twists and turns, as we well know. Now then, let's see if I can't uncover the truth here. Yes, you have the floor, my dear fellow. What's rather awkwardly hiding the traces of a crime? Is it the rules of passage? There's no examining things, so it's just present.
Take that!
I love the little dance. It's the rules of passage in this frame here. They're obviously out of place. The way they're hanging crooked on the wall, as if they were put there in a hurry. Yes, as I'm sure you've already concluded. That frame was originally over there. The shape and size are a perfect match. You are right. When did the frame move? Hardly the most observant of crewmen, are you, Mr. Stroganoff? I would think your captain is quite justified in having his reservations about your reliability. Oh dear, that really seemed to touch a nerve. So, Mikotoba, why don't you lift that frame off the wall? Oh, bullet hole! That looks like a bullet hole. What? Who has been shooting walls? I see. The projectile has been removed. Clearly the careful occupant of this room has already disposed of it. Now then, Mr. Stroganoff. I have the distinct impression that you're attempting this shield, said occupant. I don't know what you're talking about. Why would I try to protect Eastern stranger? Ah, so we're talking about the same man, I see. Good. I'm sure we can get to the bottom of this in no time. Aren't you? Because there's some very noteworthy evidence that explains the reason why you're lying for the man. Yes, you've been told to keep up this pretense, as clearly shown by... I really don't know how to approach this one, Sholmes. What do you mean? My dear Mikotoba, simply keep first principles in mind. Study your subject from every angle. And I'm quite sure you'll see it. In fact, I'd put a wager on it. So I'm to glare at this fellow from all sides? Well, I could certainly do that. Cute. Why is Stroganoff covering for someone? Oh! Not the arms. Wad of banknotes.
Take that!
He got paid off. It's almost too obvious for words. Quite. The universal language of the world. Money. And I wager that the Eastern fellow in question is Shashiro Jigoku, yes? So, I presume you realize what this means. There are clear signs that a crime has been committed in this cabin. In the way you're going, sir, you'll find yourself accused of being an accomplice. But... I believe you know, Mr. Stroganoff. You know where Mr. Jigoku is hiding at this precise moment in time. Oh, I think he looked down at it too. As always, Mikotoba, in matters of deduction, the furtive glance is your unfaltering ally. This is so cool! Yes, I think you're onto something there, Sholmes. You found a chink in this burly fellow's armor. We need only follow the man's gaze to know where our prey is hiding. I love how all, like, the course corrections with Ryanosuke has prepared the player for this one. It's so fun. The slightest flicker of the pupils, a minutely delayed blink. Nothing escapes my attention, even that which is barely perceptible. You could hardly call this barely perceptible, Sholmes. The man's turned his entire head. It's not exactly what you describe as a furtive glance, is it? It's almost too obvious. We shall let your tapping toes decide, my dear fellow. Okay, yeah, it's the trunk.
Take that!
You turned immediately to look at this large trunk, didn't you? Ugh. The truth is, Shashiro Jigoku was unable to escape from the ship in time, and is, at this very moment, doing his best to stifle his breath inside this trunk. If he still has a breath to take, I fear he may be running dangerously low on air. I imagine he didn't count on us making a nuisance of ourselves for quite so long. I think it would be in everyone's best interest for us to open the trunk as quickly as possible. But how can we? Are you forgetting about the combination lock? We don't know the 7-digit code. The combination lock can't be opened from inside the trunk. Therefore, there must have been an arrangement for somebody to open it after our departure. Of course. In short, before Jigoku hid himself inside that trunk, he must have told somebody the 7-digit number for the lock. As I'm sure you can confirm, Mr. Stroganoff. I noticed. I just saw it. Yeah. I get it. Let me guess. Is it, what is it? 5, 2, 3, 1, 0, 4, 5? Perhaps? Does that happen to be the code, perhaps? No, I know nothing about combination code. Don't move a muscle, my good seaman, my god. Huh? Now, Mikotoba, would you do the honors and open the trunk? How on earth do you expect me? No, I got it. No, trust me, I got it. It's classic, you know? Very classic. It's a 7-digit number, remember? Quickly now, we have little time. Oh, okay. I actually have to input it. 5... Wow, they really want me to turn my head upside down for this. 2... 3... 1... Sarah. Was it 4, 5?
Take that!
Nice. Very good. Very good. That did it. It's open. You had to meddle, didn't you? How are you curled up like that? Well, Yujin, you found me now. Shashiro. I was really hoping beyond hope not to find you here, you know. But you're not entirely unsurprised, I take it. No, quite. I just wish it was some other way. Well, are you ever going to introduce me? Your reputation precedes you, Mr. Sholmes. I've read stories of your many exploits. Excuse my manners, Sholmes. This is Mr. Jigoku, my old friend and traveling companion. The devil is in the details, Mikotoba. I believe you meant to say your old friend and traveling companion. Who made the cowardly decision to flee the country without a word to anyone when things turned sour? I see my reputation precedes me as well. What an honor. Well, Shashiro, are you going to explain all this? You know it all by now, I imagine. What you didn't know, of course, is that 3 days ago, on the night before our arrival in Britain, an attempt was made on my life here on this very ship. By the Reaper of the Bailey? Yes, I've since heard. Because you were once prosecuted by the Reaper, weren't you? 10 years ago now, mind you. And I had no idea at the time what a dangerous individual he was. Anyway, when we arrived in London to find the symposium was postponed until goodness knows when, it became all too apparent to me that I might very well be targeted again. So you decided to flee the capital without saying a word to me about it? I'm afraid so, yes. Of course, I realize now that I really ought to have confided in you. It's somewhat surprising, I must say. What is? Well, first-class cabins aboard luxury steamships are in very short supply. It's more than a little hard to believe that this one just happened to be available. So says the protagonist of some colorful short stories. Well, I don't care for your opinion. The cabin did just happen to be available, so I purchased the ticket, and here I am. I've just seen for myself the obvious remnants of that incident in this cabin. So you've already purchased your return ticket before we even docked in Dover, have you? To prevent anyone else taking this cabin and seeing the evidence? Is that it? Eugen, I have nothing to say to you. Well, in a mere 5 minutes, the ship will set off on its onward voyage and not make port again until Italy. I'm afraid we must insist that you disembark with us at once. You have no jurisdiction over my movements. We have this, Shashiro. Take it. What is it? It's a subpoena from the Old Bailey. Haha, nice. You're a man of the law. You know what the ramifications of ignoring a document like this from the British courts would be. Nice! Let's go! You came prepared then, Eugen. Come on. Let's go. One moment. What is it, Sholmes? Inside Mr. Jigoku's trunk, I found this rather fascinating trinket. What is that? Yeah, what is that? Shashiro, I can't help you, I'm afraid. Some small component from something. But what, I have no idea. By the look on his face, I think he genuinely doesn't know. I don't know either. We can't even look at our court record. Well, let us pocket it as a small souvenir of our brief sojourn in France. A small machine part that Mr. Sholmes found in Judge Jigoku's cabin on the SS Grouse. Old man Yowie! Oh, their dance of deduction together was so cute. Well, young Naruhodo, I think we've done as much as we can, I'm afraid. The rest will be on the shoulders of you and your assistant. Brother, that's your daughter! I didn't think anything of the line until I remembered it's Mikotoba saying that. Like, brother. What do you mean, and your assistant? It's my favorite scene in the game. I'm sad I've been kind of out of it, so I sent through it. Aww. It was so cool. I loved it. 3rd November, 12:10 p.m., the Old Bailey courtroom. Hi! Kazuma Hasagi. I know you, and I know you wouldn't lie. But still, there's no doubt that you're holding something back. You know more than you're saying. During the past 30 minutes while this court was adjourned, all possible efforts were expended. But sadly, Mr. Jigoku's whereabouts could not be ascertained. We must accept the unfortunate conclusion that the Reaper has already done the deed. There's no sense in wasting any more of the court's time. The prosecution calls for an immediate verdict.
Objection!
Kazuma, don't be rash. No, the trial cannot end now. You're a Japanese man, Ryunosuke. You should know when to lay down your sword. And you should know never to presume when the battle is won. Nice. Very good. The court has already been presented with all the evidence and heard all relevant testimony. And there can only be one conclusion. That the accused is guilty. Do we have actually the new evidence in our... Okay, so we have the new evidence in our court record already. Actually, I wanted to read this because they took it away before I could finish reading it. Following departure from the port of Dunkirk, all crew members are required to assemble on the main deck at 10 p.m. in order to review evacuation procedures. The drill will take 20 minutes. Crew to resume duties as soon as the drill is over. Okay, that's important. And then this. You see these little things all over the place, don't you? It's the part on the top of a pocket watch. Oh, it's the pocket watch. Oh, there it is. There's the connection. That you twist to set the time, isn't it?
It's called the crown, I believe. A watch would be quite useless without one.
The crown? Like what sits on top of a monarch's head? It's a very grand name for such a tiny part. But actually...
Yes, Mr. Naruhodo?
If this is a crown... I have a feeling I might have seen a monarch around here somewhere with a very bare head.
If by monarch you mean pocket watch, then I'm quite sure you have.
Okay, so it's a... Oh, that makes sense. Karuma, the Great Blade. It's such a thing of beauty. I want to gaze on it for hours. Okay, Ryunosuke. Oh, okay. The tip of the great sword, broken. It's such a shame. It's been so meticulously cared for over the years. I can almost hear Karuma's sobs. Kazuma must have really taken a swing for that to happen. Oh. And there can only be one conclusion. That the accused is guilty. All irrelevant testimony? Far from it. There's still a crucial witness, from whom the court is yet to hear a single word of testimony. In that case, call your witness to the stand at once, counsel. Yes, my lord. Tomorrow, if possible.
The witness is already on his way and scheduled to arrive tomorrow.
Who on earth is this crucial witness? Shashiro Jigoku. The very man allegedly murdered by the Reaper. Judge Jigoku, you found him? But the investigations of every policing resource in the capital suggest that Jigoku is already dead. Brother! He's been gone for a day! How in the name of God did you find the man?
With the power of love.
He was located in France during the recess at the port of Dunkirk. Thanks to one of Mr. Herlock Sholmes' famous deductions. Herlock Sholmes. Inspector Gregson almost certainly met with Mr. Jigoku on the night of his death, because along with Prosecutor Asagi, Gregson was on a mission to assassinate the man. Which means that Shashiro Jigoku is the sole witness, who can clarify exactly what happened aboard the SS Grouse on the 31st October. Well, it would appear that it's too soon to move to adjudication at this point. The prosecution concurs. The court must hear Mr. Jigoku's testimony. No judgment should be passed until all testimony has been considered. In that case, I hereby call the end of today's proceedings. Court will reconvene at the same hour tomorrow. No objections from either side? No, my lord. No objections, my lord. I object, actually. We live to fight another day by the skin of our teeth. To be continued. Ooh. We'll keep going, though. It's not even been an hour. Investigation part 1. Oh, it's still investigation part 1? The unexpected halt of proceedings sent a clamor around the courtroom. But outside the Bailey, where Londoners knew nothing of the secret trial within, it was a typical still night. Then, at a little past 8 o'clock that evening, Mr. Sholmes and his partner returned to Baker Street. I do have to wonder, Oh, a feast! 3rd November, 8:07 p.m., Sholmes' suite. Hey! We have returned, my dear fellows! What was going to happen when Ryunosuke went back to Japan, presuming he did, and did a trial overseen by Jigoku? Right? Brother, I thought you were dead! You've been presumed dead in Britain, Welcome back to Britain, and thank you for your timely help. Think nothing of it. I believe you've had an even more wearing day than Mikotoba and I. No. You could say that. We were on the brink of defeat in court earlier. So this prosecutor, Asagi, had you on the ropes, did he? And he's your best friend, you say? Well, he's not really the man I knew in Japan anymore. Kazuma's changed. Oh,
Oh, Mr. Naruhodo.
I mean, it's incredible. Oh. To think that he'd even entertain the idea of acting as the Reaper's assassin, yeah. Well, nevertheless, you must introduce me. After all, I've only ever met the young man as a corpse. That's fair. When all this started, almost a year ago now, Mr. Sholmes still hasn't told us the truth about what really happened back then. About the motivation for what he himself described as a great detective's lie. Now then, I must say, it's really quite a journey all the way to France.
Well, it is another country, Sholmes. Mr. Sholmes. So what's news of Judge Jigoku?
We took him to Scotland Yard. The investigating detectives there have a lot of questions for the man. Poor Professor Mikotoba. This must be quite a shock for him. Ah, yes. I picked this up at the telegraph office on our way home. What is it? Surely you haven't forgotten already. I put upon you for the matter only yesterday. You put upon me, Sholmes? I had to fill out your telegram to Japan and foot the bill as well.
Oh, you've had a reply already?
What was so urgent though, Mr. Sholmes? Such matters can wait until later. It's always a wait until later. Can never answer questions now. I'm far too hungry for an involved conversation at present.
Well, that's good news, because supper is ready, everyone.
Ah, and what a feast it is! If I were none the wiser, I'd think the trial were won already. Roast beef, kippers, stew, steak and kidney pie, Yorkshire pudding.
Tomorrow could be a very long day, so eat up.
In that case, I think I'll seat myself just here. This place appears to be the only one set with a helping of pheasant as well.
Oh, sorry, Hurley. Not there.
Why ever not? Are we set in places? Are we in set places this evening?
Yes, and that place is for Susie's daddy.
Aw. For me?
That's right. And made it especially for you, Professor Mickey.
Oh, Professor Mickey. That's cute. I see. Well, that's terribly kind of you. Oh.
It's a shame, really.
What do you mean?
Well, for a brief moment, I believed it.
Oh.
That Susie and I were half-sisters, I mean. Oh,
Oh. Uh-oh.
Iris, do you mean... Yes, I know now.
I overheard yesterday. Oh boy.
I secretly listened in to the conversation you had after I tricked you all into thinking I'd left.
Ah. But what? The misunderstanding arose because of that autopsy report from 10 years ago. But actually, it turned out that neither Dr. Wilson nor Professor Mikotoba are Iris's father. Oh. Who is it then? Yes, about that, Iris. You know
I know. You can't tell me at the moment.
No, I want to know! This is killing me! I want to know!
Oh, Iris. The pheasant is by way of an apology. I'm sorry for eavesdropping.
Oh, no, that's quite alright. Then why don't I get any apologetic pheasant? So just who is Iris's father? I suppose that's not something we'll be finding out today. Oh, come on! I need to know! It's killing me! So then let us dine, while our largely pheasantless plates are still piping hot. Sholmes. A fine idea, Sholmes. It all looks absolutely delicious.
Eat as much as you'd like. There are always seconds.
This could be our last chance to ask questions before tomorrow's trial. About that telegram from Japan and about Kazuma. I can't let this opportunity slip away. Is everyone... Okay, it's just Sholmes. Mr. Sholmes? What are you doing? Oh, he's depressed again. Surely it's abundantly clear that I wasn't brooding over Mikotoba's refusal to share his pheasant with me. Nevertheless, I felt the need to withdraw from the social circle for a while and look on with hungry eyes.
Sorry, Hurley, but I cooked that pheasant especially for Susie's daddy.
Even though I've played the role of father to you for far longer. Oh, oh, yeah. Oh. Mr. Sholmes, could I discuss some things with you? Certainly, my dear fellow. I find myself quite in the mood for a spell of conversation. No doubt you're hungry to learn more of my deep love of the game. I could probably contain my curiosity on that one. You needn't look at me in that fashion. In what fashion? It seems that before we discuss the pheasant, we have some rather unpheasant matters to discuss. Very good. Very nice. Alright, what's up, buddy? The telegram, yes. So, what was in the telegram you received back from Japan, then? This... I think my lucky stars had arrived in time. Record found as indicated. Duplicate follows. K. Asugi, A. Shin, T. Gregson, J. Wilson. But those 4 names... We've come across that exact same list before. The The disc. The music disc. That came up in that unforgettable case last spring. Oh, just noticed the typo there, ass of shit, yeah. What appeared to be a simple case of aggravated murder turned out to be masking monumental intrigue. A plot that involved the sale of British governmental secrets to foreign states. In exposing the means by which those secrets were being leaked, we deciphered a fragment of a message. K. Asagi, A. Shu, T. Gregson, J. Wilson. We didn't find the names out until the case was over. We never did get to the bottom of what they meant. All we knew was that the information had been sent by somebody in the British government to somebody in Japan. So why are the names coming up again now?
Yes, where did the sender of your telegram discover them, Mr. Sholmes?
I have here the message I had wired yesterday. Allow me to read it to you. Enter Judge Jigoku's office undetected and investigate telegram records. Oh, it was sent to him. Expect to find communication from Britain dated 1 year ago. List of 4 names, need by tomorrow. Naruhodo. I sent it to a detective I know who specializes in clandestine missions of this nature.
You asked Inspector Hosonaga to undertake such an onerous task for you?
And in my name? Wonder what guys he opted for this time. My dear fellows, it was a matter of great urgency, you understand. Anyway, the list of names was found in Shashiro's office, as Sholmes predicted. So you mean that mysterious collection of names that was sent from Britain to Japan was...
It was sent to Judge Jigoku. He was the intended recipient.
I don't believe it.
But that doesn't answer the question of what the list of names actually signifies.
Yeah, what does it mean? I did formulate a hypothesis about that. But without this shred of evidence, I couldn't possibly have shared it. Mr. Sholmes looks deadly serious for once. A telegram from Inspector Hosonaga in Japan with details of the telegram he managed to locate by stealing it to Judge Jigoku's office. Oh yeah, we actually finally open up about the Kazuma's death. Sholmes has in fact told us no more games, yeah. That tragedy we had to go through on the SS Beria was all for nothing. Kazuma wasn't dead at all. We were completely taken in by the lie you told us. Your great detective's lie. I took no pleasure in deceiving you. However, at the time, all that concerned me was preventing the young man's study tour from taking place. Whatever the cost. What? What? I capitalized on the events that transpired to see that he was sent back to Japan.
His remains, you mean?
Precisely, Miss Susato. And then I made sure that somebody else was sent to Britain in his stead.
My, you mean...
Ranosuke. The arrangement between our two countries was already in place. One university student lawyer and one judicial assistant to be accommodated on a study tour. In other words, by arranging for someone else to fill the place originally intended for Mr. Asagi, I would successfully prevent the man from arriving on our shores for several years at least. Wait, do you mean to say that it was all in aid of stopping Kazuma coming to Britain? That's why you... Think back, Mr. Naruhodo. Was there not somebody who quite casually urged you to continue on the voyage to England? The terms of this study tour were negotiated by the Department of Justice in both Great Britain and Japan. In the light of Mr. Asagi's unfortunate death, I'm afraid the study tour can no longer go ahead. My dear fellows, the majority of problems have an extremely simple solution, you know. All you require is one lawyer, and the study tour can continue, surely. Huh. What's the goal?
But there is no one else with the necessary qualifications, Mr. Sholmes. We know of no other lawyer.
The voyage to London still promises a good month of time. Sholmes versus Hobo Phoenix. They've been playing games, weaving this story this whole time. Ample opportunity, I would say, to find out yourselves another suitable lawyer. So, you manipulated me? I've often remarked on the extraordinary lengths to which friendship will drive a man. I was quite sure that you would rise to the challenge for your late friend. I don't believe it.
But if it was all contrived, I mean, what happened was treated by the authorities as murder.
You manipulated me? What, like it's hard?
A woman was mistakenly arrested as the perpetrator. What do you suppose became of her, right?
Naturally, I didn't allow the misapprehension to have any serious repercussions. I subsequently explained everything and assisted the unfortunate soul in finding the foreign refuge she sought. I seem to remember Miss Susato and I had some rather strong words for her. Well, she was certainly not devoid of all guilt. She deserved every word, I'm sure. I wonder if she made it to America then.
I'm afraid I simply cannot comprehend it. Why would you go to such lengths, Mr. Sholmes?
Yes, thank you. Why were you so determined to stop Kazuma-sama from reaching Britain? Thank you for asking, Susato. Tell us, man. The truth is, 12 months ago, there was already a very tangible omen of the impending tragedy you see.
Oh.
An omen that, at this very moment in time, is close at hand. An omen of all these tragic events that already existed a year ago is close at hand? We need to find out exactly what Mr. Sholmes knows. Okay. By presenting something, I'm guessing. Probably this. There was no room for doubt with your instructions in this telegram, Mr. Sholmes. You were very clear that it was Judge Goku's office that should be searched, so you obviously knew that's where the list of names would be found.
K. Asagi, A. Shin, T. Gregson, J. Wilson.
But we only learnt of those 4 names just over 6 months ago now. And only because they appeared as part of the top-secret government communications that were leaked. That's true, yes. But at the time, you were unaware of the background. You see, those 4 names were wired to Japan around 6 months before that. Approximately this time last year, in fact, when you were both still in Japan. Oh. It really would be hypocrisy on my part to reprove others for intercepting state secrets. Because after all, I'm perpetually eavesdropping on communications between the British and Japanese governments. Because of course you are. Of course you are, Sholmes. You're perpetually doing what? How? I'm not surprised. Never mind the details, but you should know. No secret is safe from Herlock Sholmes when he has designs on knowing it.
Oh my, Mr. Sholmes, what a fabulous line.
Now, 1 month after that list of 4 names was wired to the recipient Jigoku in Japan. Dr. John H. Wilson was murdered. As soon as I learned of the incident, a hypothesis rapidly took shape in my mind. As it turned out, I was partly correct and partly mistaken. Nevertheless, it was the beginning of all the tragic events that were to follow.
Mr. Sholmes, please. Tell us all you know. Tell us about these 4 names and the tragedy to which they're all somehow connected.
As I said, when I learnt of Dr. Wilson's murder in Japan, my mind immediately turned to those 4 names. Because, you see, there was someone else on the list, who I believe to be recently deceased. What? Who? Shin, as it was transcribed in Japanese transcript. In actual fact, Miss Asa Shin. That was a familiar name to me. She was a professional killer, well known among London's unsavory classes. Oh, I see. But she had completely vanished from existence several months before Wilson's murder. So I came to the logical conclusion that she had herself been killed. And accordingly, I became fearful for the lives of the remaining 2 persons on the list.
Chaosugi and T. Gregson.
Oh. Owing to our proximity, I decided to take measures to protect Gregson myself. Oh. Oh. But I determined it would be safest if young Asugi were to stay away from Britain. Oh, so that's why he went to such lengths to prevent his study tour from going ahead. But... But, Dr. Wilson was killed in Japan. So how would sending Kazuma back to Japan be safe for him? Exactly.
So, you already know who Kazuma-sama was, Mr. Sholmes.
Oh, yes. Sholmes and I have exchanged correspondence for years. Aww. I had recounted many tales about Asuki to him in my letters, and the news of Dr. Wilson's death, of course. Oh. Oh, Iris. Ooh.
So, Dr. Wilson is dead
Then. Oh, I forgot she didn't know.
I didn't know.
Oh, Iris.
I know he wasn't my daddy, but still, that's very sad. I'm so sorry, Iris. We knew the significance of the name, obviously, but we just couldn't bring ourselves to tell you. No.
But what you just told us, Mr. Sholmes, doesn't completely tie in with the facts. There's one big hole in your hypothesis.
A big hole, Mr. Naruhodo?
Yes. You mean about Asa Shin, I presume?
Oh, of course.
Exactly, she wasn't killed, was she? She was in Japan, posing as a visiting student under the assumed name of Josiah Brett. I'm glad you're keeping up, my dear fellow! But I only became aware of that fact 2 days ago, in the very foyer of the Great Waterloo Hotel. Ah! And upon hearing that startling revelation, the hypothesis that I'd formed surrounding those 4 names was completely turned topsy. What? Topsy? Topsy hypothesis. What do you mean when you say hypothesis was turned topsy, Mr. Sholmes? I believed all 4 names on the list to be the names of victims. However, I was mistaken. Very much so, Asa Shin was a killer. So this telegram is a list of both victims and killers, is it? Oh no. Indeed, and it would seem that Miss Shin was dispatched from Britain with the sole intention of dispatching Dr. Wilson. Her visiting student status being merely a front.
Which would of course explain why no motive could be determined for her actions.
So the real reason Dr. Wilson was killed by Asa Shin is because he was the target of an assassination. Uh-oh. And formed with that knowledge, fresh consideration of this telegram. puts the list in a very different perspective. Oh no! What do you mean? Well, does it not strike you? There is another among the four who subsequently became a visiting student. Oh no! Kazuma! Wait, you mean... But of course, a name you know only too well. You mean Kazuma? Oh, he did say in court earlier today. Yes, on 31st October, I accompanied Inspector Gregson to Dunkirk in order to carry out a mission. And the mission was the assassination of the Mark. Young Mr. Asagi accepted the mission a year ago now.
Surely not.
In conclusion, this document is a contract of sorts to kill Gregson? An international agreement, one might say, detailing an assassin exchange. An assassin exchange? How could Kazuma possibly have got involved in something like that? Oh no. Let's assume that we have two parties, each wishing to dispose of a distinct individual. Those two parties then make a contract to swap their respective assassin targets. That would be an assassin exchange. Oh my god.
So to begin with, the British assassin is dispatched as a visiting student to Japan, where she kills her target. And then the Japanese assassin is dispatched as a visiting student to Britain in order to eliminate his target.
It's fun to look at Great Ace Attorney 1 Case 2 and early Case 3 with knowledge of this case. Oh, I imagine that replaying this is gonna be something.
It certainly does sound like an exchange.
Oops. But... what on earth is the point? Don't forget, Naruhodo, that the British assassin at least escaped conviction. She did. Thanks to diplomatic immunity afforded by consular jurisdiction. Oh, that makes sense. Yes. Such jurisdiction should be null and void under the terms of the new treaty between our two countries. So the fact that it was brought into play suggests intervention at the very highest levels. Highest levels? These murders were two sides of the same coin, linked not by a common motive, but by a contractual agreement. As such, they appeared utterly unrelated. Yet, in truth, the assassins were complicit in one singular devilish scheme. That dissociation, and the safeguard of diplomatic immunity were, I believe, the motivation behind this plot. But wait a minute, Sholmes. If this telegram really is describing the exchange of assassins, as you're suggesting, it would mean that the Japanese killer's target was never Shashiro Jigoku at all. It was Gregson. It would mean Asugi's target was actually Inspector Gregson. That changes the story a lot. What? Kazuma was here for Gregson? So Shichigoku wasn't actually the mark?
Yes, that's exactly what it would mean.
I hold myself personally responsible for failing to keep the inspector safe. Aww. Sholmes.
Mr. Sholmes.
I told him of my fears and implored him to seek a transfer to an overseas position. Obviously, with the young pickpocket in tow. Oh. Yes, Gina. Come to think of it, Inspector Gregson did mention that to us at the Great Exhibition. That he'd be transferring to the Paris police and taking Gina with him. Oh. But without informing me, he engaged in one last assignment, it seems. And sadly, it turned out to be his very last. Oh. Oh. This is too much to take in. Oh. sad. Oh.
Alright, everyone. That's quite enough of all that serious talk for one day. Isn't it, Hurley? I mean, look at the time.
Quite right, Iris. We must conclude our preparations for tomorrow. What preparations? Well, I think I shall make my way back to my hotel room now. This has certainly been a night to remember.
It is a little bit sad, though. I mean, I like the idea of you being my daddy.
Oh,
Because then Susie would have been my big sister.
oh. I'm sorry, Iris.
I know, Iris. I was thinking quite the same thing. Were you?
Oh, they're sisters anyway, Your Honor.
But if somebody like me would be worthy, I would be delighted to become your sister.
They're sisters, Your Honor. Cute. I love them.
Really? Oh yes, without question. So, you'll teach me all the ways you know to throw Reno to the floor.
Cute.
Yes, of course. It would be my pleasure.
You didn't have to agree quite so readily.
Oh, but wait a minute. If Susie's going to be my big sister, you could be... Oh! You could be my big brother if you want, Reno. Stop! Oh, this is so cute.
Huh? I mean, yes, of course. If you'll have me, I'll gladly be your brother. Oh. Oh, this is breaking me. This is so cute. Well done, Iris. We must always be mindful of feelings. I've raised you so well. Aww. What one big happy family. Because being sensitive is your strong suit, naturally. Cute. I love that.
Right, I'm going to work extra hard for tomorrow now. Because it's for my big brother and sister.
Not mindful enough to make me pheasant, but... What is all this talk about preparing for tomorrow? Preparing what?
You'll just have to wait and see.
Oh boy, more surprises. Oh. Good luck in court tomorrow. I'm expecting a sterling performance. I'll do my very best, of course. So the overnight break in the trial's proceedings became a crucial turning point, exposing new truths whilst posing new conundrums. That list of 4 names on the telegram in Judge Dagoku's office. And the extraordinary assassination plot in which my best friend had somehow become involved. I felt as though I had been plunged into an even greater darkness all of a sudden. But at the same time, I'm sure I would see the light again soon. Aww. Because I was lucky enough to have... So what do you think? Sholmes has about 80 to 85% of this case figured out by now? Mm-hmm. Oh, this is so cute. Oh, I love found family. The most wonderful family in the world standing steadfastly behind me. Oh. Oh, to be continued. Oh my gosh. If there's a little, segment in the lobby, I'll play that before I end stream. No, never mind. We're in the courtroom. Okay. Oh my gosh. That was so cute. Well, my friends. Oh, I'm in tears again. That was adorable. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm gonna send you all off on a raid. I'll be back again, so that's all the old man Yowie done. Time for young man Yowie. Hell yeah. Oh. Let me find... I think... I'll raid you. Thank you all so much for being here. I will be back again tomorrow's Thursday? Yep, I'll be back again tomorrow. And, oh man, we'll see how this final chapter goes. How many secrets are gonna be dug up. Bye! Oh my god, sending you all off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye bye!